Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this service is therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
I find our name Brock Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 373.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Happy Monday.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black, no K. What's going on, baby?
What did I see? I had a wonderful weekend. It was good. Goes by quickly, as usual. But what I will say is I'm back to work and I'm getting my head in the game, honestly, for our next move. I've literally been giving myself this whole weekend to give myself a pep talk. Folks keep asking us, like, what we want to do, like, what's our plan? And low-key, high-key, y'all, I truly just want to lay in the bed and be comfortable. Now, if y'all ask yourself, what's the options, Nyambi? And maybe y'all can help us. So we got one option to stay in Cali and just find somewhere where we just pay lower rent. Because the goal during this time, because our lease is up at the end of March. Once our lease is up, we do want to find some more wiggle room just to save some more money. And renting prices are going down in California, so we can save a chunk of money. So that's one option, meaning that we can go further in the South Bay. We can head over to East Bay, Oakland, or even just deeper in that area. The other option is we can like move to Detroit and stay for lower rent, pack up our stuff here and just stay in the store and keep it in storage. And like I said, find like an Airbnb or something, like in Michigan, right? And the biggest thing is by doing that, like we have to wait and see like what my company does. As of now, my company's not due back till like the fall, but then we'll have to be moved back to Cali. Maybe if the shots go out in the vaccination. I think it's a 50-50 as of now. I don't know, Neil. What you think? You think my company going to be back in the fall or no?
No.
I don't know. It's 50-50 because colonizers going to colonize.
Right.
And companies going to company. Money going to make money. So I'm sure they're going to do everything in their power to get us back there as soon as possible. And so I'm just trying to figure out either way, like whatever option we are, the end goal is to save a couple extra dollars. And we're going to be able to do that. I think it just depends on how much and the logistics of it all. So I'm so grateful. Y'all know we ain't supposed to call her N, but we'll call her NG. It's just been so helpful in the process and getting our minds right for that. But it's just so many logistics at play that I'm not interested in doing, that I truly just want to stay in California and just move to a different place. But wherever I move, I want to be there for like 2 to 3 years. Like I'm just not interested. I've never been interested in moving every year. It's not enjoyable. I don't like it. It's not fun.
Nope.
And then Michigan people are like, oh, why don't you just stay with people and family? Like, we probably will stay with family for a few months.
But I don't want to be all in y'all niggas' face.
But no, Nerum is giving you cancer energy. People want us to be in Michigan, but they don't want us to be in Michigan.
No.
Like, they want us to be in Michigan. People want us close, but they don't want us under them.
They like the idea of us.
But do they really, truly want us?
No.
I don't think that's there, and I don't even think they realize that. Like, I think people are like, oh, yeah, it would be nice to have y'all close, but like not too close.
But
and it
not
was
in
like,
our
I
house.
don't want to just be living in Michigan just because we driving distance now. That don't do it for me. So it's like all those things are going up and down, and I'm exhausted on trying to make a move, and I'm trying not to get frozen by having all these options, because I know truly having options is the blessing in itself. So y'all keep us lifted. Are there other folks who are trying to figure out major moves, or anybody like packing up, heading home? Because I feel like, it's, again, all this year, 2021 is going to be nothing but temporary. I don't see this as a very permanent year. So even the stuff that we do now, I know that who knows what 2022 is going to look like. But it's just like, oh, I just want to go to the safety of something that is very familiar and go hide out there. Is that bad of me?
No.
How are you feeling about it?
I know it's a necessary evil. I would like to just do my non-negotiables, try to figure out like what's our extra strategy to build some roots and like just build some type of consistency. So like regardless of what are we doing, just making sure we keep in mind of like what's keeping us to our main goal, which is to like purchase a home soon in like the next 2 years or 3 years.
I mean, I got answers to that, but I won't put you on blast.
Okay.
You appreciative of that?
Yep.
That I'm not going to go there? Where am I about to go?
I already know you're finna go. It don't even matter.
So let us know if y'all got tips, tricks. I mean, we've moved across country. We know what it is, but let us know if you have rental properties in the Metro Detroit area, preferably furnished. Let us know. For the folks who live out in the Bay, let us know if you all have rental properties.
Right.
Not furnished. We got furniture out here, but let us know if you're looking, preferably 2-bedroom plus.
Look.
Easy access to freeways. We are dependable.
Yeah.
That will be great. Because I'm even getting away from wanting to even stay in like a complex.
Yes.
Like I want a home.
I would like to be somewhere detached.
I want to be somewhere detached. I know in the Bay that's gonna be hard. Detroit not so much, but the Bay very hard. Like I'm sick of just being attached to neighbors. Like I want to just be in my own space. I want to have Mabel. I want to be in a place where I can open up the door and Mabel can run in the backyard. And I know that's extremely hard in the Bay.
Yes.
Detroit no, but the Bay yes. The Bay we're willing to make more compromises. But Detroit I'm like, listen, I need room to spread up. Yeah. The other thing is WandaVision is amazing.
It is.
Just putting it out there. I know a lot of folks like WandaVision slow. Ain't nobody trying to watch these throwbacks of I Love Lucy and I Dream of Jeannie. If you have not watched this latest episode 4 pops. And they pull back that fourth wall. They start unpacking stuff. Literally at the end of the episode, my mouth was open. I am in love with WandaVision. And for folks who don't know, we're going deep in this Marvel universe. Wanda Mankoff? Am I saying her name right?
Wanda, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's called Scarlet Witch or something in the Marvel universe. And Vision, it's basically picking up where the Avengers Part 2 left off. That's where we're at. And it's giving me all my life. It's bringing me joy. I smile every time I turn on the television. It has truly brought me joy this entire weekend. If you're looking for something to watch, you like superheroes, you like the Marvel Universe, you like Avengers, all that good stuff, go watch WandaVision. The first 3 episodes, you might be like, I'm confused. Hang in there. Episode 4, it pop. Nero?
Well, I'm going to give me some hand claps. So, I didn't turn things
Nero, why?
Because.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me do my thing, Nyambi.
Go ahead.
Let me do my thing.
Do it.
I'm giving myself hand claps because I done turned in my motherfucking book proposal. That bitch is turned in. It is going for submission. We over here trying to get these New York Times bestsellers and all the other bestsellers, but that bitch is done. Other projects that I've been working on and have my hands all tied up, them bitches is turned in, and like things are just coming to fruition. All of this hard work your boy has been doing, I'm starting to see the shit, and it's looking mighty well. It's looking mighty good. Yeah. So, your boy got that going on, for celebration. I had to pull out a self-care Friday. So, I done went ahead, got a little haircut. I'm looking good.
Because the stuff done opened in the Bay, just so y'all know, it done opened.
Things
we ain't
done
being
open.
Unsafe.
So I done went ahead and got me a sponge fade.
What is that?
It's a fade where you keep your hair at the top and then you sponge it. And you go around in circles and get them little...
B2Bs?
No, it ain't no B2Bs.
Oh,
It's my curls.
A B2B is a curl. What is a B2B?
A nap.
A nap is a curl.
A nap is not a curl.
A nap is a tightly coiled curl.
No, a nap is when your hair is all locked up together.
That is a curl.
No, it's not a curl. And when it got a lock and like a knot and shit.
Don't hate your blackness.
I'm not hating my blackness.
It's a nap.
Don't try to come for me, Naomi. Don't try to come for me.
I'm not coming.
Don't try to come for me.
I'm not coming.
Don't try to come for me because I'm living my black boy joy. I'm off tomorrow and you got to go back to work.
I do got to go back.
I didn't over here complete some projects, but I've been staying up all late and then having late nights, early mornings.
He means 7 p.m.
A scheme.
Don't you try to come for me, Naomi. Don't you try to come for me.
But that's late for Nero.
Because I'm living my joy.
You are.
I done got me some self-care. I done went and got a haircut. I done got my feet worked on by Elmira.
How did it go? Tell me about the experiences coming in COVID and how was the barber shop and how was the nail salon?
Well, first of all, I don't go to the barber shop. I go to the barber house. This nigga got a barber chair there.
A scheme.
It ain't no scheme.
That's awesome.
I'm at that nigga house. He got the windows open and the door open.
Oh my God.
He wearing a mask.
Oh.
I got a mask.
He said he got the windows and the door open.
Yes.
So you see his neighbors walk by.
Yes.
So you see Mabel walking by when she go for a walk. Do Mabel come in for the walk?
No.
Do the dogs step in?
No. He got the windows and door open. And a fan on. Because he said, I'm going to get the circulation circulating. Because, that's how barbers talk. I'm going to get the circulation circulating for you.
Yeah. I mean, he only had one person at a time.
I know. Yeah.
Which one lie? What
No,
lie
didn't.
you telling?
Yeah, it was only one person.
Okay.
Which was me.
All right. And how was that experience? Was it good for you?
Yeah, it was good. Just getting a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Just,
Yeah.
It's looking a little grizzly out here and shit.
How was the nail shop?
Now the nail shop was a whole nother thing because Nyambi was there too. So this is watching y'all. How's the nail shop?
Tell the story now.
You
Bring
know
us
how
along.
it was.
No, I don't. The people don't.
So the day before, I'm like Nyambi. I'm on my self care. I'm about to go get my hands and my feet done since they open, and who knows when they're gonna close it back down because
next week.
Because in California they have it where if the emergency room's capacity is it over 15%?
I forgot something.
Yeah, so
They
if
shut
it's
it
over
down.
if it's over 15%, they open everything back up. But if it's under 15%,
Like at capacity or something like that. Or,
yeah, 15% capacity.
No, to capacity.
No,
That's
15% capacity. 15% is the number. So if
Okay.
it get at 15%, it shuts down.
Oh, okay.
But if it's over 15%, like if the capacity is over 15%, they open things back up.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in California or in our region, the shit was 15.1% open. That's not even a whole bed. That's like a half a bed. It was the emergency departments or whatever it's called, the emergency rooms was 15.1% capacity open. So they opened up this motherfucker, and the nail salons and text Nyambi and shit talking
Everybody
about we
like,
open.
We here.
Restaurants talking about we
open.
open.
Ain't
We
nobody
doing
going to no
outside
restaurant.
dining.
Yeah, they opened
all
up.
types of other shit. I'm like Nyambi. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of clipping my nails, and I need to make sure that somebody get up in these feet and just go ahead and just keep scraping.
Take
Just
all that death off of it.
all of
dead
it.
skin. That dead.
take it off. So now I'm like, Nyambi, you want to go? I don't know now. And it's like, no, I think I want to go too.
Yeah.
So then we go. So before
Because
we
that's
went,
what I regret not going when it was open before.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a pedicure.
So before we went, we seen the news flash and it was like, you got to wear 2 masks, got to double mask up because, niggas wearing these cloths, but they ain't wearing nothing under it. So, now I got an N95 with a surgical mask on top of it. Nyambi got an N95 with a mask on top of it. We go there. They take our temperatures. Nyambi like at 97. So I don't know what the weather's like because it's been raining and shit. So I put on a coat. while Nyambi just has
Niram
on.
was scared.
No.
Niram is like literally, he looks like, what's it called? The people who do the beekeeper.
I did not look like a fucking beekeeper. No. She gassing y'all.
He got a beekeeper outfit on.
Nyambi
and you know
is
how
embellishing.
beekeeper outfits like held heat or it's like that nylon?
Nyambi is
Go ahead.
embellishing.
I'm not. Finish the story and y'all see why I'm
So
not.
I had a jacket on,
Yeah.
a rain jacket on because, it was been raining lately and it's been cold. So I got this jacket on. So I'm getting a little warm in this jacket. So they get my temperature and it was like 99. And it goes to 80. 99!
They was like,
99!
it was like 98. It was right on the cusp. And they was like, listen, patient 0.
And no, then they looked at me like 99. So they going back to they
They
start
whispering.
99? 99.
No.
I said, and I'm like, I'm wearing a coat.
They like, take off your coat.
I was
They
wearing,
like, hold on, go outside, come back.
I said I'm wearing a coat.
I don't blame them.
Cause
And I was
99.
like, I pass.
I said I'm wearing a coat.
I pass.
And I had a beanie on.
And I'm already sitting down.
So, they didn't work on my feet.
I like how they take precaution though.
Mm-hmm. So they worked on my feet. I think we was the only 2 up in there for a minute. I was feeling a little sorry for them because they had a bunch of people in the back just waiting.
But I think you only have so much capacity. Like even
Yeah.
with these places open, they only can be at so much capacity. That's why I told you to make an appointment because I'm imagining they only can do 2 to 3 people at a time. Compared to these salons, they usually be maxed out at 10 plus people.
Mm-hmm.
Where I am at, like, because we were spaced so far apart, and they was far, and they got on them things. Like they only can do so many people. So I'm sure they were appreciative to see us.
So we went ahead.
Which
and
made you
did
feel
that.
sorry for them? You said it was just in the back
Because
waiting.
they was in the back just looking out the
Waiting.
door and shit.
Just looking.
And almost like they wanted to get a sign to say, come on, sign on up.
Yep.
We got you.
I mean, it's been hard on the nail care and just the grooming industry all around. This COVID has hit hard.
So, went ahead and did that. We then got some chicken. Got some fried chicken.
We was gonna go out to Oakland and get some barbecue, but you ever just get in your car and be like, I can't take the journey, Lord.
Because here's the thing. Naomi was like, make a decision. I said, Naomi, I'm down to do whatever. But I was like, I already know. Like, we're going to go to Oakland. First of all, it's Oakland. Second of all, it's COVID.
Shout out to the town.
Yes. Second of all, it's COVID. And then third of all, like, it's barbecue. And, like, barbecue in California ain't really the best.
It's
It ain't-
okay. I think they've been the closest.
Yeah. But it ain't really the best. So I'm like,
Ain't worth
Naomi,
it.
I was like, I'm willing to go with you. I'm ready to go. But no, like, we're going to drive to Oakland, which is like 30 or so minutes. You gonna make the order while we going there. We gonna get there. They
It's
probably
still not
not
gonna
gonna.
be
We
good.
gonna have to wait because they ain't gonna have our food together because they probably gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Or B, we get there and they done ran out of food. So I'm willing to go on this journey with you, but I want you to say yes. I'm ready to go.
I said, I'll get a piece of chicken.
And now I think I want a chicken. Let's go during the week. And I said, and it's the weekend, and it's the first weekend that things has been back open, that they didn't open back up. So if you ready to go, I'll go. But no, it's the first week it's been back open. Niggas,
It's outside.
it's outside.
And it's been raining too.
Yeah.
So we were open, but as soon as it opened, it literally rained
Yes.
for 4 or 5 days straight. So it literally was Saturday when everything was open and it wasn't wet outside too. So people kind of lost their mind on Saturday because it was like, as soon as open, people were like, oh my God, it's literally Gavin Newsom was like, all right, we open, and like it was a downpour.
That was like,
I feel like it was the Lord telling us to stay in the house. Stay in the house. So we ended up getting chicken,
So-
Korean fried chicken.
Got some Korean fried chicken, which was good as hell.
It was.
And then got some Moki donuts.
Oh,
It was good as hell.
I'm obsessed with mochi.
Yes.
I'm gonna explain to folks what mochi is now.
I don't.
It's like
It's
it's like rice. It's chewier. Like it's with rice flour, so it just has a chewier texture compared to donuts that are either cake or yeast based. So I'm trying to think of something. Y'all know if y'all go like the Pinkberry and it's like, I don't know, it reminds me of an Asian marshmallow. That's what I would describe mochi as. It's like an Asian marshmallow. You know how marshmallow gives you that chew and it don't taste like a lot, but it's just sweet with a hint of like vanilla. That's what mochi reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's so delicious.
So we had some of that, and then we talked about the Wendy. We're gonna talk about the Wendy Williams and Pillow Talk.
Yes.
But we watched the whole Wendy Williams experience.
It was the whole experience. Wendy had me locked in for 4 hours and she delivered.
So we're gonna talk about it in Pillow Talk.
I need Wendy to EP some more of these.
Yes, because it was good. And then what else we did? And then today, or whenever y'all listen to us, we watched the new Denzel movie, and it was hit or miss.
Now I'm
was
talking
a
bad
mess.
about this. It was Denzel in it. Who else? Jared Leto, the ghetto Joker. I love the hood Joker.
And Rami Malek.
Who played Mr. Robot, who always give me scammer eyes. Rami Malek look like he'll scam you.
I don't know. It just left me feeling.
It did not need to be 2 hours.
It took long. It took too long to get to the point, and with the point, get to the point, and then the end, it wasn't. It wasn't rewarding.
We could have shaved 30 minutes off that.
It wasn't rewarding.
I think if we shaved 30, I think if it was 90 minutes and fast moving, it would have been good.
But it wasn't fast moving, and it wasn't. The ending wasn't rewarding.
And they had, I didn't like the energy of it because I feel like everybody was in there talking like escaped slaves. Like everyone was just like, "Ooh, Deke back. What you
Deke-
doing back here,
Deke,
Deke?
what you doing back?
What you doing here, Deke? I don't know. Just living." I'm like, why is it like talking in code? Like, what is?
So I think I'm gonna have to go back and do a rewatch. I don't know, because I feel like I'm missing something.
That was 2 hours of my life. I'm not getting. They're not getting no more out of me.
Because sometimes when you watch it again, you catch up on things.
What is there to catch?
I don't know some things.
Like I like the concept. The concept I buy into, but it was just long. I even think of the scene at the end, like that last 30, 40 minutes where like they was riding out in the desert. I was like, why is this so long? Like that didn't have to be as long as it was. But who knows? Or the build up.
Yeah.
Like to get to that, like we could have got Denzel down to LA quickly. Or him staring at them dead women. Come on. We didn't need, never mind.
So
What did you enjoy about it? Put it this way: was Love and Hip Hop Huntsville better?
yes,
What you like about Love and Hip Hop Huntsville back?
let me tell you, Mel and Tail.
Mel and who?
Mel and Tail.
Mel and Tail. That's
Yeah.
what you calling them.
Yes,
Martell and Mel.
yes, Mel and Tail.
Ooh, I love Love and Hip Hop Huntsville.
That's gonna be some entertaining shit.
But that's gonna be a tough divorce.
So I look forward
And
to
they
watching
got
Mel and
babies.
Tail. Yes.
So they attached for at least the next 20 plus years. Like, and I'm forever because they got kids. But it's a certain level of intimacy you gotta have till they get to at least 20 and over.
Oh, Mel and Tail. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Melody be having me so tickled. Melody go on a vacation in the middle without her kids, and I ain't mad at her.
Mel ass was in fucking Atlanta.
Living with her brother, and then gonna come back.
talking about you got to get out of here. The fuck I am. Your
I
ass
said,
been
you
gone
just
for
got back
months.
here.
You just got back from Atlanta.
What's your thoughts on the divorce? Do you think they should be in separate houses? They got a big enough house though, where he don't necessarily got to be in the same room as her.
No,
And it's a pandemic. Like I think I would give a little more grace.
I think that too. I also think that they got a big enough house. Their house is huge. It's fucking humongous. Like they ain't gotta
do all that. They don't got to pay another separate rent.
No, they ain't gotta do all that.
I mean, it ain't like he bringing bitches over, maybe. And, again, it's COVID, so it ain't that much moving folks doing.
Right.
And somebody need to watch the kids while they in school anyway. And Melanie not, so.
Exactly. She ain't.
You see, Marsau got what's her name, Tasha, back to her same old shit.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm back to doing what I do.
I'm back to being a mama.
I'm in school too." Shut up, Tasha. Oh my God.
The kids in school. I'm in
school, so we gotta help each other. Oh, girl. And here come Gaslighter. I thought you can do it all, Superwoman. I said, this nigga. And then what's the other couple? The one who's supposed to pass the bar, who holding meetings in the courtyard. Like, nigga, what is we here for?
This nigga literally on the soapbox.
I was waiting for the Bernie Sanders meme to pop up, but I was gonna put under it when the meeting could have been an email.
He was having his own "I Had a Dream" speech.
I said, "What is this? It's a COVID, and it's early on in COVID. And why is it such? I mean, they Alabama showing. Why is it like half the people wearing masks and half the people ain't?
Listen here.
And ain't his wife a nurse?
Yes. When you show up to your friend's event just for the refreshments.
If I was her, I was like, I'm not going anywhere unless everyone's wearing a mask. Because I know she's feeling it as a nurse. Unless they don't believe in not wearing a mask in that nursing field in Alabama. I'm interested in they Jews when they talking about their kids. How one, like, basically not working and the other one working. You already know the one who ain't working. The one named Monster. I asked him, do he know anyone named Monster that got a job? I don't. So it's a name. Names are powerful. I don't know anyone named Monster with a 9 to 5 or a 5. Well, actually, they do got a 5 to 9, honey. Shout out to Tariq. Doing some pillow talk?
Yeah.
What? What? Someone come up to you and say they name Monster. What you think they do?
Lift weights.
That's very gracious.
Bodybuilder.
That's very gracious. I was not thinking that. That's gracious of you.
Monster or like Hulk.
Hello, I'm Monster.
Look, I'm Hulk.
I thought it was a German Shepherd. What you Y'all stop doing this to these kids. Names mean things.
It do. It does.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we want to get into this pillow talk.
Yeah, what's some pillow talk?
So we want to talk about this. We want to talk about this GameStop, this Robinhood.
Let's talk about Robinhood, Robin the Hood,
AMC,
and GameStop playing games,
and all the stuff that's going on.
Let's talk. I don't have much to say, but colonizers gonna colonize.
So
Robin Hood gonna rob the hood. GameStop gonna game. What's the other one?
AMC.
Gonna AMC.
All right, so we found this thing that I think that breaks it down very nicely.
Yes.
Bear with me; it's a 9-page read. So
what? Man, we don't got that much time.
So for those who don't know, GameStop is a publicly traded retail company that sells video games.
Mostly, you giving us a too long don't read?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
That's mostly video games at the malls. Y'all know what it is. It's right now. It's pretty much a a failing company because most video games in this next wave or this new wave are digital downloads.
Yes.
So you don't need to go buy a physical game. You can buy everything mostly. What's the name? I think some of the PS5s and the new Xboxes are coming where you have to digitally download everything.
Yes.
So their model, they're failing. However, this week's their prices have like fucking skyrocketed.
Or last week's.
Over the last week or so, and it's skyrocketed because in the investment field, there are people who pretty much like they're called shorts or like they short the game.
Yeah.
And basically, what a short is like. Basically, what they're doing is they're buying. It's like, hey, Nyambi, you got stock in GameStop. Let me borrow your stock from you, and I'm gonna go sell it with the hopes that the stock will continue to go down, and I'm just gonna rebuy it at a cheaper rate and to give it back to you.
Yeah.
So that's what a short is. Now, when it comes to these hedge funds and things of that sort, what they do is then they do multiple borrows. So they do like multiple robbing Peter to pay Paul to like drive down the price of the stock.
Yeah.
So I borrow from you, and then Nia then borrow from me, and then Nadifa then borrow from Nia.
Yeah.
So now the stock is going down, but everybody's shorted.
Yes.
So like that's what shorting the field is. So these group of people inside of Reddit called what's called Wall Street Bets. Most of them are like gamers. Like these are people who are gamers who also got into the stock, and they started doing some research to figure out like, GameStop, their prices shouldn't be as low as it is, but they also see that I think it was like 300, like the amount of stock that they have available was like shorted at like 300%. So it's mean like, how, when you offer stock, say like there's 150 million pieces of stock out there.
Yeah.
So they had shorted it 300%. So basically what they were saying is that, the hedge fund people, they're going after us. They're, fucking us over, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Like GameStop should be at a higher rate. And then like GameStop had some good news come in. Like they're doing like some reorganization and things of that sort. And it's like, we can give it to like these rich motherfuckers, these hedge fund motherfuckers, if we buy the stock.
Yeah.
So the thing is, by buying the stock, you're then limiting the amount of money, like limiting the stock is out there.
Yeah.
And then you're also raising the
price
of the stock.
Price of the brick.
So now with the price of the brick being higher and everybody betting on it to go lower with these hedge funds, now they're losing billions of dollars because who, that one stock that you loaned to me that I then loaned to Nia and then Nia loaned to Nadifa. Now that stock then went up, and now you got to pay it at an exorbitant rate than what you was banking on.
A portion of it back,
get it back to then give it back to the people that you loaned out.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what happened. Also, what's going on? With all of that going on, you also have like these trading platforms like Robinhood. That's like the biggest one that was in the news. But all of the trading platforms pretty much put a little halt on it because I got TD Ameritrade. Like they put a halt on it, and it was a lot of stuff. And
That's
basically, what happened with Robinhood is that one of their primary investors had GameStop shorted at an astronomical rate. So much so that they had to have another venture capital firm come in there and like float them a couple $1 billion to get them going.
Jesus.
So Robinhood go and say, all right, you can't buy GameStop.
Who the fuck told them that? Like, Robin Hood is robbing the hood.
So, and that's the thing. So, like, it's like you can't buy GameStop, but you can sell it.
Ooh.
So now they're trying to like get the people who lost this money to hurry up and sell so they can get this shit back. But it happened for all the stocks, right? But it was just one of these things of like we starting to see this battle between like the ultra rich and like the poor, right? And seeing how like there's power in numbers. Because Wall Street Bets has like 2.5 million followers in that Reddit. And the thing is that, if you get these people to say, hey, like GameStop was like at $3,
y'all
buy
put
$20
in. Yeah.
Continue to buy it. And like the shit them raised up. Like now it's this whole thing. So now, we having this conversation of like, especially with Robinhood and their platform, so to be free trading, free commissions, and all this other stuff. And the
even
other
with
thing
the name
is,
of it, I don't trust it.
And that's the thing. Like they sort of be like, we're giving, robbing from the rich and giving the poor. But
they are robbing lie.
But it's the other way around.
Are they in Silicon Valley?
Yes.
That's a lie then.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So like that's the main thing was going on, and I think it was a lot of stuff because, Wall Street Bets, a couple things. So like they hacked into like Wall Street Bets Reddit, and so they couldn't post for a while. So then they went on Discord. They tried to shut down their Discord, and then the dude went to Twitter and Instagram and all types of other stuff. So I've been following him around to figure out what's going on. So there's a lot of this other stuff, but I think the main thing is this thing of like the stock trading platforms not allowing you to have this free and open trade market because everybody's in bed. So like the hedge fund companies are in bed with these trading platforms and so on and so forth that, if they're losing billions of dollars, like all of this stuff just fucks up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I might
love
not
that.
did a good job doing it. You know, other niggas who are more into the stock can, you know, probably share more. 508-784-1111. But that's most of it for the most part. And then, you know, then you also got like Ted Cruz who came in there. You also got AOC,
boy.
you know, all this other stuff. But I think the main thing is that these hedge firms, these private equity firms, these wealth investors, you know, they are. The thing is that for the typical person, they say like the stock market is like the casino, like you're putting a bet on this, right?
Yeah, especially individual stocks,
unless you're doing like ETFs,
S&P,
or like S&P or things
mutual
of that
funds,
sort.
like
mutual
something that's
funds
very
and things of
stable,
that
long
sort.
term investment,
Like long
for
term
normal people.
But like for the short stuff, it's supposed to be all speculative. And basically, what is going on is that this is how the people are making money on the speculative. Like you would think that on average, you know, you buy a stock, you know, they price rise, you sell it at a higher rate, you make money. But people are like these hedge funds, they're making money on when the stocks are also going down.
Yes.
So it's pretty much the game is rigged for us.
Yes.
And I think it's just all fucked up.
Well, you know, I love the decolonization of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever the rich is crying, but those little small side trading companies. Well, I'm not an individual stock type of girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, individual stock, you got to hand that to me on a platter for me to do it, and I have to be like invested in it. I'm more of a mutual fund, top S&P 500 type of girl.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love to see this falling and crashing and burning, and I think it's going to continue to do it, especially as the Generation Z grow up in age. They get craftier and craftier with just forms of communication, right? Like I think this is the beauty of social media, that you're able to create a movement online. Because if we did not have these social media platforms, you want to be able to garner all these people all at once to do this. Because again, all the stuff that's happening, nothing's new. It's just now we have more education and more exposure to it. Now we got the Googles, where you literally can Google shit, learn stuff, how things work, how it don't work, right? Like all that stuff.
And the way it's set up is that even if you buy GameStop now, you're still in the win, because just the way on how it was shorted, like it was like over like 300% shorted. Like
what GameStop saying?
They ain't said nothing.
They quiet.
Look, they ain't said nothing.
Quiet. Shh. Just them.
So I think that, like, you know, from what I've seen, people like go long on GameStop or whatever. But I think it's just interesting.
I mean, any stock, I think is if you're not coming from certain means, stock is not something you go in to make quick money.
No.
If you want some type of return on it.
Yeah.
If you're looking for quick money, I don't know if that's it. Long term, yeah. You can
I think it's interesting, right? But I think this also shows, like, niggas, we need to get our money together. We need to really start thinking about financial literacy, right? And, like, not only for this like quick short term stuff like with GameStop, Bitcoin, and things of that sort, but like understanding like what a portfolio is. Yeah. How do you even just set up to say, all right, let me get the basics. Am I maxing out my 401k?
Roth.
Yeah. Am I maxing out my Roth IRA? Yeah. You know, do I have some real estate investment? And then start thinking about like individual stocks, because when it's all said and done, like all of that makes up your portfolio. And when it's all said and done, we all just want to retire. We all want to retire rich.
Come on. Or wealthy.
Or wealthy. Or give enough to like give to our family and things of that sort.
I agree.
But I think it's a lot going on, and like if you just don't have the means to it, you just don't have the means to it, right? Mm-hmm. But I think, you know, for a lot of us, like we really just need to even just think about like, what debt do we got? Like if you're going through a pandemic and like you making better than when you did when like before the pandemic.
Because low-key, that's the unspoken. There's some people who doing better than they were doing before the pandemic.
And like, if you're doing better, like, are you paying off your debt?
How are you moving differently?
Yeah, how are you moving different? Are you doing the same shit? Are you going to Gucci and you got credit card debt? Yeah, I just think about that, right? So I think all of us need to be figuring out ways of like, what does success look for you? Mm-hmm. But also like, what are you doing to make sure that like all your debts paid? Because I think that's the thing I want. Like when this all is said and done, like, yeah, I want extra money, but I want all my best. I want to be debt free. Yeah. No student loans, no credit card debt, like 850 credit score. Like I just want all that shit to be fly. Yeah. And I'm there, like I'm getting there. You know, I got this student loan shit, but like that's the shit I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. I agree. That's something to think about. And there's little wins you can make. If you're not in the pandemic, you're not doing better, you're doing the same, or you barely surviving, something you can always do to take control is literally make a budget. Like, do you understand how much money you have coming in, how much do you going out? Yeah. Just that alone can be liberating. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. What we going to talk about now, We're going to do this Wendy Williams.
Yeah, that's all you, baby.
Child, did y'all see that Wendy Williams movie? I think Wendy Williams did that shit. Don't get me wrong. She is absolutely the queen of all media, and Wendy be Wendying. But the way, well, first we'll start with the casting. Whoever was the person who playing Wendy, grown Wendy, childhood Wendy, Kevin, Mama Williams, Papa Williams, everybody looked like everybody was supposed to look. Mm-hmm. So first and foremost, casting, hands down, amazing.
Yes.
Secondly, Wendy leaned it, because at first, Wendy ain't used to be no Hot Topic. She used to, go close the shades, go live in her house in Jersey and talk shit from there. But yeah, we already know my philosophy. The most powerful person in the room is the person with no secrets, and the person who spilled their own tea before somebody else. Yep. So I think Wendy took so much power in doing it. Not only the power in spilling her tea, she got a check to spill her tea. This literally was a mini. Half the TV movie was about her and her husband, and then the documentary was about her and her husband. So all the things you thinking about, confused about, she said, "I'm gonna tell you first."
All of it.
I said, "Lord have mercy, Wendy." But okay, if we start with the movie, spoiler alert. Honestly, Wendy Williams hit you in the mouth in the first 10 minutes of the movie. It was the trigger warning, of the sexual assault and rape was a lot. I felt for her. How transparent she was on how shisty and shady the music industry was, of how, and then from that, her being assaulted and raped, she had to have an abortion. I appreciate her honesty and just transparency with that. Her transparency of even her navigating the radio scene as a woman. And it wasn't necessarily all the colonizers that was against her. I seen that, shout out Kathy Hughes. Kathy Hughes is known for being a particular. And I mean, she owns what, Radio 1?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't imagine as a black woman you get to own a whole conglomerate being nice. So that don't surprise me. Yep, that looked like her.
Yeah.
So was she in Omaha, Nebraska? Yeah. All of these things, I just appreciated the story. Something I got from Wendy was her ability to hustle up no matter what. Wendy came from a middle-class background, right? Both families working. She came kind of from that Jack and Jill D9 type of family. But the ability for her to still work was inspiring, right? When she couldn't get what she wanted in New York, she worked part-time in Philly. Then she was back and forth in New York, sleeping in her car, doing all those things. It shows you got to keep the hustle up. Also, Wendy is a bitch. You cannot keep a bitch down.
Sure can.
You cannot keep a bad bitch down, can
sure
you?
Can.
Every time they came for her, she was like, "Bitch, let me just hit this bump of coke.
I will survive.
Let me hit this bump of coke."
Ain't no allegedly we seen in the movie.
Let me hit this bump of coke, and we're ready to go. That one inspired. I mean, minus the coke part. I'm glad she pulled that back. Let's not have coke as bringing us up. But every time they hit Wendy in the face, do you know that bitch came back better, faster, quicker?
Yeah. Like
a fucking Freddy Krueger. Wendy Williams is the Freddy Krueger of radio, because she will not die. You hear me? And I enjoyed it. I appreciated it. I also, on a more solemn note and a more serious note, I also appreciated Wendy being transparent about her struggle with infertility and her struggle with carrying a baby full term and having multiple miscarriages. Another thing I think in the black community we don't explicitly talking about. I know she had a miscarriage early on. I think it was before the 10-week mark, which is actually pretty normal. And again, something in the community that we don't often talk about. People go through those things alone in isolation, and that shouldn't be the case. And then she had the opposite side of it, where she had late term miscarriages, and I think one of the later term was actually a stillborn, where she had to push, right? That's painful. And again, not having the appropriate community around you, or just normalizing grieving through that, was just huge. And then when we got to the point, I don't know if you noticed, when she's sitting there with the doctor, and the doctor was like, "Oh, you have," I think it was a week service they said she had. And it was like, "Yeah, of course you can get pregnant." And he's like, "But it's the process of holding the baby in, so you'll just need to be on bed rest. And if you have bed rest, we more likely can take the baby to long enough term that even if we have to deliver, at least the baby can be safely delivered." And she was like, "I literally been going to all these doctors, and I just needed bed rest, and ain't nobody told me that." That honestly hit me really in the throat as a black woman, to talk about black women. in like our mortality rate when it comes to childbirth, when it's like people don't take you seriously. And I don't know if it was in a documentary or in the actual movie where she was like, I thought it was me. I thought it was me when I had like an abortion earlier on in my life. I thought it was me because I'm talking shit on the radio and maybe God, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, sis, this is literally a medical condition. It's nothing you were not aware of. It is nothing you could have did differently. If you wouldn't have called out Kima, Keisha, and Pam, you still would have had the miscarriage. Right? Like, it's shout out to Toto. Like, it still would have happened. Like, my heart broke a little for that. It's like, how many other women have been, or like black families have been in that situation where they're like, is it me? Like, what am I being punished for? But literally to have a doctor that's going to just sit down and look at you holistically to see what's truly going on. Like, that scene just really just made my heart ache a little bit for her. I'm trying to see what other part stood out to you. Also, that whoever did that actress, when they did that reenactment of when she fell on the TV show.
Who is that actress? Because she did that shit.
She's with the Tyler Perry crew.
Oh.
I think she like from the Oval or something. But she did the mess out of it. And she looked like she could be Wendy Williams. Like, that was her. Like, that easily could be Wendy Williams, like younger sister or something. Like that.
The mannerisms old girl had.
When I tell you she is a thespian.
Sierra Payton.
Sierra. Do you hear me? She is a thespian. She went and watched every piece of media that Wendy Williams did, and she literally became her. What was it called in True Blood when you change into the people?
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
With the Panthers.
Yes.
That's what she did. And she became Wendy Williams. Also, Morocco Amari played the fuck out of Kevin Hunter. Shout out to the P Valley. Shout out to the Pink. He played the thuggish, ruggish bone Brooklyn boy. Is Kevin Hunter coming out with a telephone?
This nigga Kevin, is he like allegedly the Suge Knight of the East Coast? Why was everybody so scared of this nigga?
Because he ran up on them. What are you talking about? What do you mean, Nero?
They act like that niggas ain't got guns.
Listen, back in the day, don't get me wrong, some of the rappers and the R&B singers had a crew behind them, but the majority didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm sure, again, I don't want to tell Mr. Hunter's story. I think he done came from the places in Detroit where they steal porches. I'm just he from New York. I think in Brooklyn or something like that. And he probably lived his life that they rapping about. And by him living his life they rapped about, I'm sure he got some Negroes who owe him favors. And he looks also like the type of Negro who pays well. So
not paid.
If you got someone who owe you a favor and they pay well, you ain't gonna roll up. Ain't a couple people you can call now. Who all you need is a Slim Jim and Better Made bag of chips and $100. Oh, near him. Okay, allegedly. Y'all acting like y'all don't know where Kevin getting his pull from. His dogs, his woes.
Not his walls.
Okay, I'm the only one there.
What?
You ain't never. Have you ever seen Wendy Williams or Kevin Hunter get ran up on as much shit as they talk?
No.
Ever?
No.
Okay then. And I ain't never seen them hiding from New York. I ain't never seen them not going to the Palm Steakhouse. You know where they be at. What? Am I lying?
You're not lying.
So respect on that. But Kevin Hunter, I am looking for your side of the story. Now give him the voicemail in case you want to call in.
508-784-1111.
Just in case you want to tell your side of the story.
Kevin, we would like to hear your side.
Because Wendy tore that nigga up.
Tore that nigga up.
I knew it was going to be some shit when she had a documentary part 2. And she was going through the details of this nigga being dirty. Because he started off as a cheater and they did better. When Kevin Hunter got that woman pregnant, Wendy could literally taste the blood in her mouth. Like, I think she literally was like, I'm going to destroy this nigga. Which, understandable. But he was bold for that. Like, that is some bold. What mind frame? For all the men who've done that, call in. What mind frame do you got to be in to do some shit like that? Women, too. Have you ever been on the opposite? Have you been married? Not just in situationships, not just boyfriend, girlfriend. Have you been married? Then he went out and had a baby? I forgot. I think it was maybe her sister or her good Judy that was on there. And it was like, Wendy can forgive an affair. A baby's a different. I think Nyambi might be in that crew too. An affair I could forgive. And I can work through that. And I can get healed. You can get healed. We can get to the point of how we got there. All that type of stuff. We might need an open marriage. All those things. But now you having whole ass children. Then now we got to open up 529s for them. Oh, girl.
And not a CH 529. For those who don't know, a CH 529 is like a college fund. It's like a college savings fund for California.
It do hit a little different for me. What you think, Daryl?
No, it's crazy. It's wild. I don't even know how in the hell Kevin managed it.
How do you have time?
I don't know how the fuck he managed 2 households.
I mean, money's money, but like, still, how did you physically have the time to do that?
I don't know how that nigga did it.
Kevin, call us.
508-784-1111. I don't know how he did it, allegedly, but
I mean, Daily News got him. Because Wendy got real Ashbury Park on him when she put Kevin Loves Wendy in spray paint. Like, we ain't know who Wendy Williams was. I remember when she did that. I said, I know Wendy ain't did this shit.
She did that shit.
And I'm a channel my inner Wendy Williams. She said, this is a nice ass 3. She said, I went over to the house because Wendy hired a PI. I'm also not against hiring a PI. To PI and found this house. And she said she rode up over the house. She said, this house is a whole ass 3-car garage with chandeliers. With my money. I've been pissed too. As soon as I seen the house, I said, this is a nice house. So you done put out a whole $800,000. Jesus. Oh, I'm sure she done got that straight from the internet now.
Nah, why? I would keep it up there.
So she won't get no charges pressed on her. That's why, because you trespassing. But I think if it's under because I think he bought the house under his business name. But as long as she under the business name, that's her house too.
That shit nice too.
It's a beautiful ass house.
That shit real nice.
But
I think the other fucked up thing is, I guess that's the way he can keep tabs because, he only had it like 4 or 5 blocks away from the other house.
That's even more. So I'm going on my walk with my Mabel. And then I see you.
And the shit is walking distance. The shit was walking distance.
You know what? Also, Wendy tried it though. I know she was trying to keep her privacy with her kid and stuff. What is it, Kevin Jr.? But like, sis, she kind of skated over that a little bit because I know with the younger son, he had a thing where he was addicted to like allegedly like vapors or like something was going on because I know they sent his ass to Costa Rica or something like that. Oh. And then he came back because he hadn't made the announcement on the show because I think I'm sure TMZ somebody got the pictures of him because he was addicted to some type of drug. He's a upper middle class black children. No telling what that drug is.
Oh, allegedly.
Oh, she came on her show.
Oh, I know.
And she said, "Did you see how Wendy is?" Wendy, we've been in the Nets part too.
Right. Who the fuck is near us?
Beats. And this her. He did it. I said kids are off limits. Wendy Williams did that. I want to hear Kevin Hunter and I want to hear Kevin Jr.
Yeah.
What else you got to say about Wendy?
It was wild. It was a wild ride. I might have to go for the rewatch.
I think that feels like a rewatch to me too.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out what other Lifetime biopic this is over. Yes. The Clark sisters. Yeah. What else is up here?
Yeah. You see, they got Mahalia Jackson coming up. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about Danielle Brooks. What's it called? What's it called when you don't sing it? Like RuPaul Drag Race? Oh, yeah. Where you lip singing? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how I feel about Danielle Brooks playing Mahalia Jackson and she's lip singing. I don't know if it's just a preview, but she's lip singing very badly. Have you seen the previews?
No, I haven't.
And I was just like, you cannot tell. I thought Leslie was doing it, but I think that's a separate one. It's certain singers that you can't lip sing. And Mahalia Jackson's one of them. You tell me what no thicker black women who could have played Mahalia Jackson who could sing.
I guess not.
That's a lie. Go check out Kurt Franklin and his whole crew, the family. What, nobody in there?
GP and shit.
GP. Makes me high. Because sometimes you just need to sing, right? Because the way in which the songs Mahalia Jackson set up, it sings so much from the heart that you could tell how phony it is as soon as you come to the mic, you ain't moving the mic. Like, they didn't even attempt to put the mic over her mouth to cover it up. I'll show you after this go off. I was disappointed. And I love Mahalia Jackson.
I know you do.
And I was just like, And I like Danielle Brooks. But the way, maybe I'm just stuck with Danielle Brooks' voice from Orange is New Black. Maybe that's what's throwing me off too. Because, her voice, what's her name? Tasty. I'm tasty. And that's a bit. That ain't how Mahalia Jackson sound.
No, it's not.
And I'm just curious how she's going to voice that.
But maybe that was a role, baby. Maybe that's not how
I feel like every time I see Danielle, she's talking a little ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm telling you what I see.
Okay.
Ta, 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 ta.
I see you.
Okay.
I hear you.
Anything else about Wendy?
It was a good shit. Y'all should watch it if y'all haven't.
And
Watch both
I
of them.
know Wendy is messy.
She is, but guess what?
She delivered.
I can respect somebody who can be messy with themselves too.
She's so messy with herself. Niram got a soft spot because they're both cancers. She's so messy with herself in documentary. She literally laid up on her couch doing her lymphedema machine.
And just cried.
And just
talked
crying.
shit and
Drinking.
cried.
Well, I don't think she drank champagne. She drinking juice. She drinking Doritos and caviar on her lymphedema machine. Then she crying. Then she getting real saucy. She like, I wish a nigga would. Then she getting real like Scarface on him. Then she was like, yeah, I did the white girl. What? Yes.
They called me fat.
I was fat and black. And then they flashed to her parents. They be like, she was a little obese. She said, I'm here to tell you. Mm-hmm. They used to put me on that scale. Another conversation we need to have with the community of our fat phobia. You know, everybody think they're going to catch the fat.
Fat phobia is real in black community.
Niram, you want to take it? You want to talk about the stolen porch in Detroit?
Y'all niggas.
Because y'all tagging me.
That Todd set up
Listen here.
for him to come to you with the booze.
Why are y'all niggas stealing porches in Detroit?
A scheme.
Why?
I don't even care if sis did something to someone. Why you take a whole ass brick porch? Like, I don't even, somebody was like, what she did. That is not appropriate.
A scheme.
You don't steal the whole porch from somebody. Even if she did something, that's not an appropriate response.
Christ.
It's not appropriate to steal someone's porch. So, where was the rest of the neighborhood? So, do you want to give us some context now? I'm sorry for the folks who don't know.
So
NG, we don't want this on our Instagram. Please don't put this on our Instagram. I think it's, if y'all want to go look at Shade Room.
So this is a story. I guess I don't know what's going on. Sis went to work.
Neither do they. And
And
the
when she
Detroit
came-
police don't know either.
And when she came back from work, she was in disbelief when her fucking porch was gone from her house. Her quotes: I was at work and I came home, went to the front porch and literally tripped and realized what had happened. Whoever has my porch took my relatives with me.
A scheme that Todd set up.
This is not funny, but it's funny because, like, damn. And they talking about she had no luck getting any descriptions of the burglar from her neighbors,
You niggas know who took it.
and isn't sure when exactly the porch was taken.
Y'all seen that? Whoever the neighbors, they're a lie.
A scheme
They knew.
that Todd set up.
They knew who took that. They seen, because the car got a bag in, hook it up, put the chains on it, and then roll off, which I imagine makes a lot of noise, a lot of screeching. It was during the day. No one's working. So what do you mean no one's seen it?
A scheme.
What the fuck? Can you imagine coming on for a long
No.
days of work and you pull in a driveway and you like, what the fuck going on?
And our family wants to come back. How you climb up? What if you can't get up? What if that's the only way in? You gotta climb on your porch because the stairs are so high. You gotta climb up.
Oh my God, I'd be so fucked
You gotta get a
up.
run and jump.
I have to move.
I would move
Look,
immediately.
y'all keep the whole fucking house. And they had the nerve to put a ladder up there so she can climb up the porch. What the fuck?
What did and you know Detroit police go home at 5:00, so she probably couldn't even get this
I
figured
know,
out
right?
till next week. Y'all remember that story when Detroit police talking about they closed down at
They
5?
closed at 5.
What? Shouldn't it be the opposite? Shouldn't y'all be opening at 5?
They took the whole damn porch.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't just take a step.
They took the porch.
So what do you mean? No one in the neighborhood, one, seen the porch get taken, and then oh my God. And then I imagine once they took the porch, did they just ride the porch down the street?
I don't know.
Or did they put it in the car?
They just took it. They just took it.
Detroit is a unique place.
It's so cold in the day.
It's cold, and no one's seen it. I'm just no one's seen it.
And she's
I
talking
would be
about, I would
so
like my
mad at my
porch back.
neighbors. I
They
don't-
ain't, no, I'm going to have to go to home. Somebody going to build me a new porch.
She go, who?
I'm going to have to
Let's pray
say,
she insured.
I'm going to have to get me a GoFundMe.
If y'all want to see this whole story, just go to Shade Room.
Yes.
Or just type in Detroit missing porch.
Yes.
Keep her lifted.
Please.
On a happier note, Black Lives Matter is nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize. So the Black Lives Matter movement.
You said Black Love Matters?
No.
Oh, shout out to Black Love Matters.
Black Lives. The Black Lives Matter movement, which was proving itself as a defining force for human rights advocacy in our time, has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
The nomination was made by Norwegian Member of Parliament Peter Eddy, 3 black women, Alicia Garza, Patrice Cullors, and Opal Tormenti. I hope I said that correctly. I always get her last name a little wrong. Founded the Black Lives Matter movement in 2013, initially with the hashtag that went viral on Twitter after George Zimmerman was acquitted of the killing of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Despite backlash to the concept that Black Lives Matter, including from people who responded with their own phrase or copycat statement, y'all know that bullshit, like Blue Lives Matter, all that type of stuff, or my hated one, All Lives Matter.
A scheme.
It has grown into a global recognized affirmation of truth that unfortunately continues need to be said. So shout out to those 3 women. Shout out to the Black Lives Matters movement. They deserve all the Nobel Peace Prizes. I hope this is just a moment of joy, reflection, and peace for them to know that their work is not in vain. And also as us as a broader community, this is a win for us. This is one of those moments that we should take and harness that joy. With all the news of missing porches going on, we just need to hold tight to this Nobel Peace Prize winner. And if even on our own land in America we're not recognized, know that globally this movement is being recognized for what it is. So I just want to give these women, I think even especially with the passing of Cicely Tyson, one thing I think we did really well with her was give her flowers while she was still here. Cicely Tyson, one thing she knew is that she was loved. And I hope that these 3 black women know that they're loved, appreciated, and know that they start an entire movement of a generation. So I'm just so happy when I seen that. That brought me joy.
Hand claps for them.
What you think, man?
Yeah.
They inspired our podcast. All the things.
Yeah.
All the things were inspired by it.
All of it.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Gave me joy. I'm gonna have to see when they actually get it. I'm sure to be on like YouTube or the internet somewhere. I would love to see what their speech is.
Yes.
For getting it. I'm sure it's going to be something amazing. I actually want to go through and read the person who nominated them. They usually have their letters online or their nomination packet. I haven't had a chance to read through. I mean, it's going to be excellent, but I'm thinking I might actually print out their nomination, and whatever their acceptance speech is, I might print that out too. That feels like a nice win and inspiration too.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, last thing, y'all, before we get on out of here. Today is February 1st. It is the first day of Black History Month. So shout out to that. As y'all know, we love Black History Month. Over here, though, it's Black History every 365. So don't y'all be coming to Black Love Matters looking for Black History Month quote. We ain't doing that. But what we are going to do is celebrate these 13 days of Black love.
Okay.
So what we need y'all to do is go on ahead, overlook at our Instagram, and we're going to have like little actions that you can do, little things that you can do to just reflect on Black love, what it means to you. And this is just not romantic, it's platonic, it's personal, and share with how y'all are doing it. Like, I'm not going to give away what today's is, but go on to our Instagram, check that out. And even as we're doing our podcast, like over these next couple weeks, we're really going to highlight Black love and what it means to us and truly go into that space. So like I said, as we're building up to Black Love Day, y'all know we don't do Valentine's Day over here with an M. That's the 14th. For y'all new listeners, Black Love Day is February 13th, and that's what we celebrate. So we count down to these Black Love Day, Black History Month. We just using it as a place to re-energize, rejoice, and just be in moments of joy and Blackness. So if y'all looking to learn some new shit, I can recommend books. But here, we just going to be standing in our Black ass joy.
Yes.
And just be skinning and grinning and moisturized, drinking alkaline water and eating vegetables.
Okay.
And I'm just so excited about that. You got any highlights or thoughts, Neeram, as we're getting into our 13 days of Black love or anything like that? And don't worry, we're going to answer the prompts. You know, this is the first day we don't want to give it away, but as we're doing our podcast, whatever the prompts that were put up there, we're going to share broadly how we're doing it too.
Yeah. I love you, Black woman.
Oh, I love you, Black man.
Yeah. That's all I got for you. That's what I got for you.
Did you say that's all?
That's what I got for you. I love you, Black woman.
Is that how we started?
Yeah. I love you, Black woman.
I love you, Black man.
Okay, then.
All right, close us on out, Black man.
To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. That's Black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud, and we got that voicemail at 508-784-1111. Once again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.